Hello, I'm Chaplain Robert Terrell, and this is your Monday Motivator for March 1st, 2021. I know it's hard to tell right now, but it was a very warm day and pretty outside. I'm downstairs right now in my basement studio because of the fact that I videoed this same Monday Motivator earlier today, but the microphone went out, so you couldn't hear me. You could see photos, but that was it. Well, anyhow, though, these warm days and the fog that occurs from it, well, the fog occurs from the melting snow, and that happens because of the warm days that are in the middle of winter. I mean, when I'm recording this, we're still in February. Now, I know you're listening to this in March, but we're still in the midst of winter. We're still surrounded by snow in many places. And yet we had some really warm days this week. I love those warm days because they remind me that spring is more powerful than winter. The dreariness of winter, the cold, bone-chilling effects of winter, well, they're overcome by the wonderfulness that is Wisconsin's spring and summer. I love Wisconsin in springs and summer. Those types of days also remind me, well, that in the midst of the bad and the evil that we face, well, love is still more powerful. There's still moments of beauty and joy and happiness and honor and sacrifice in the midst of those terrible times. One of my favorite authors is a man named Viktor Frankl, who was a psychologist in the 1940s. He lived through concentration camps such as Dachau and Auschwitz. And there he recorded how even in the midst of the worst things he had ever faced, worst things of humanity had ever faced, he still found moments of beauty and hope and love and honor and sacrifice. And he was convinced those moments were more powerful than the evil that he faced. He said they gave him hope and meaning, and he was able to make it through the evil because he saw these moments of love and beauty and hope and sacrifice. I'm convinced that even in our darkest moments, we can still find moments such as that, moments that remind us that love is more powerful than the evil that is around us, that good overcomes all that is bad. My faith teaches me that God causes all things to work for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. I believe that this means that in the end, even evil will have to say amen to God's goodness. I hope you know that and have experienced it. I hope that in the midst of the badness that you face quite often, the drudgery that you face quite often, you have those spiritual warm days, those days where they just remind you that something good is still there and that goodness is going to defeat the evil you face. I think that helps when we struggle with our clients, with our teammates, and our family, that we can say, in the end, love wins. I hope you know that. I would love to remind you of that. If you need someone to remind you, you can call me at any time and I will gladly remind you of that. And I hope that one of the things you know, one of those moments of joy, those warm days, is that you know that our CEO cares for you. And then I do too. Have a wonderful week, okay?